Good morning. I'll bet you guys can't guess what I'm about to do. That's right, I'm getting ready to work out. I work out almost every day. I'm not the strongest, I'm not the most ripped or shredded dude. I'm definitely not in the best shape, but I do get my exercise in every day. Primarily, one, because I enjoy it, it's a lot of fun for me. Two, I know it's good for me, it'll keep me young and healthy. And three, I think it just helps me kind of win my day and build momentum going into the rest of the day. So I just always feel better afterwards. That's primarily why I work out every day. People though that don't work out every day or don't work out at least 2 or 3 times a week, the sad part about it is that working out is kind of like it's kind of like smoking a cigarette. It's a behavior you can get away with for a very, very, very long time before the effects accumulate to a point where they start to really impact your quality of life and become noticeable. And in many cases, a lot of those changes are difficult to go back and reverse. And if you can reverse them, it takes quite a bit of effort and time to go in the other direction. That's why I'm such a huge fan of people that, even if you don't have a really strong target, like a particular weight or a particular strength goal or particular endurance goal, like just having the habit of exercise established in your daily life is going to make things a lot easier, because at some point you may have the need to lose 20 pounds, or you may have the desire to lose 20 or 30 pounds, or you may want to run a 5K with your daughter or your son. And having that habit already established, that's the hard part. Once it's established, then you can always adjust what you do during that time that you spend exercising to better address whatever your given goal is at that time. But it's the truth. It's just like smoking a cigarette. You can get away with it for days, weeks, months, years, decades, and then somewhere down the line, you're like, oh shit, I guess I should have taken care of myself, or oh shit, I guess I shouldn't have smoked all those cigarettes. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. The consequences are so delayed, and you get such immediate gratification from not doing it. It's a tough one. All right, I'm gonna work out.
Are you a hoss? With your little heart thing.
Hey, youngin'. Love you, cow. I'm gonna go bye-bye, okay? Alright, are you guys ready to start another day of the work week? It's Tuesday. Not much really exciting going on today. Work, family, working out, you know the drill, you guys. If you've been around for a couple episodes, which there's really not that many of you anyways, then you know the drill. This is it. Sorry about the wind if the sound sounds a little windy or like that buffering noise. I'm using my Sony camera today instead of my Canon. Just switching it up. Time to go to work. And for clarity, the reason why the sound on this camera versus my other camera is not the best is because on my other camera I actually have an external directional Rode microphone, but this Sony camera is like one of the only Sony cameras that doesn't have an audio jack, so it only has like a multi-shoe interface thing that you connect microphones to, and I can't really find a good decent microphone. I had one, but then every time I would film with it on this camera, there would always be like this background rustling noise from the microphone moving around. So I scratched that. So now I'm just using the in-body microphone, which always sounds not quite the best, and the wind noise always really messes with it, but I like the image quality on this camera. I like how quick the autofocus is on this camera. So I continue to use it. And it takes pretty decent pictures too. It's raining pretty good right now. It's about 4:30. I'm leaving work a little bit early so I can go home for a few minutes, see Cal, Kelsey, and Kyler. There's an impromptu work dinner that kind of came on my radar just a little while ago, but I want to go. It's at 6, and it usually takes a couple hours, so I may get home and the kids already be in bed and stuff, so I want to go spend some time with them before I go to that work dinner. Something interesting that did happen today while I was at work is I got news from a lawyer that I hired to help me with a situation I have related to my drone, which that goes back a ways, back in November. I'm not really going to talk about the whole situation until it's finally all resolved legally. But yeah, basically I have a situation, and I found out today that I actually have to go back to Philadelphia where the incident happened and appear in a federal court with my lawyer. So that's fun, which means, of course, the pain in the butt part is, that means time away from family. It means time from work, which means using my personal days or my vacation days, or asking for flexibility from my bosses to allow me to go do that and not have it negatively impact my job. And then it means expense of traveling, expense of planes, expense of hotels, all those things, so that I can go back and handle the situation, which is just a pain. Like, you would think if you hire a lawyer, they should be able to appear in court for you and speak for you in court. I mean, there's not much more I'm going to add to the situation myself, but I guess this is how you do it. So that's what I'll do. So I found that out today, which is a little frustrating, but it is what it is. Got to take care of it. I promise I'm planning to make a video about the whole saga, the whole drone saga scenario, as soon as everything is resolved. I just don't want to put anything out in detail about it until I know I'm past it. And I'm sure you guys can understand. All right, I'm gonna head home, see the family, and then on to dinner. Huh? What's over there? I don't know what you're talking about. We're having popcorn. Now, what do you got? Bye, everyone. Love you, Cow Cow. Time to go to the dinner I mentioned. Should be a good dinner. Good people, good food. Hopefully there will be some good coffee as well. Cal and Kyler were pretty chill while I was in there. I always feel a little bit bad or a lot guilty about leaving Kelsey alone with the boys. But she does an awesome job, and if she ever said, no, I need you to stay home, I definitely would. I just think that's all you can really do. Like, you can just try your best to balance and prioritize everything, and then just over communicate and just make sure that no one's unhappy. Or I mean, I think that's all you can do. Communicate, try, and react accordingly. Alright, I made it back from dinner. That went well. Kyler is hanging out with me because he's not really being the most cooperative on going to bed. So I'm trying to give Kelsey a rest, and I'm going to stay up with him. And he's getting mad. Okay, I gotta go. I'll see you guys tomorrow.